All praises due to the Most High, family. We back with another Acres Anime review. I just finished watching episode 2 of Clevatess 2. Right? We're in the second season. This is the second episode. And so I just finished watching. And Clevatess is back, man. The theme song is hitting. The art style is hitting. It's dark. It's like old school and art style. It makes me feel inside like I'm like this is like a Toonami special. Okay. Before we dive in, family, we are on the road to 200 YouTube subscribers. So if you're watching this and are not subscribed to our YouTube family, go ahead and change that. Go to Michael Cameron Live on YouTube, hit subscribe, comment on any video that you are a new subscriber, and I will shout you out. Okay. Let's get right into it. I feel like I'm not going to be able to cover everything. First and foremost, family, we're introduced to the class as transfer students, right? And it's 6 of us, I think, right? We got the twins from Elson. We got Clint. We got Alicia, although we're using fake names, right? And then we have, I forgot their names. We have the ogre girl and the black guy, right? I think they're also from Elson. What I noticed, family, throughout this episode, there are quite a bit of people from Elson. And I think we need to be more concerned with them than the Bolate people. Number one, the Bolate was defeated last season. Number two, like, we're going to get into it, but what's, Chiffonlitz, right? What's her first name, though? But she's disguised as a professor, but we recognize her. She recognized us. She's in our back pocket, family. She don't want no smoke with us. So I almost view her as an ally, like a hesitant ally, right? Whereas these people from Elson, we can't trust them. We know when we watched the meeting last episode, Elson feels, the king of Elson, the country of Elson, apparently, all the citizens of Elson, they are very confident. They view themselves highly, right? So I think we need to be more concerned with them than we do the Bolate. We defeated the Bolate, but somehow in the negotiations last episode, Elson felt like he was running it and like he had like more say than us, even though we were the ones that defeated the Bolate. Okay. We introduce ourselves. We go outside for our first class activity. We're given wands, right? And we learn, family, because we seen Ray last episode uses crest magic, and we're like, what the heck? And we seen the twins use herbal magic. Okay, so there are levels to it. We know herbal magic is like the lowest level, and we seen one of the guys from the Raven Guild that he was like the bad guy from the Raven Guild. He was using herbal magic, right? The twins are using herbal magic. Crest magic, however, is like the peak of it all, right? So we're learning wand magic. And according to the professor, again, I forgot his name. Give me grace on the names, family. It's a bunch of names, first and foremost. And then second of all, like some of these names are fake names. They're aliases, right? Because we're on an espionage mission. So the professor's telling us wand magic is the most universal, like the most applicable for everybody, right? So we're all given wands, and we're given the task of casting a spell. So you draw a circle, say fell, you light the lantern, right? Chiffonlitz did it. The Bolate girl did it. And then Clint asks Alicia to do it. Alicia goes up, she fails, right? And so the professor says, hey, man, like, this is like the pretty basics of how it goes. And long story short, right? So this is the gauge that we get for the class, right? Alicia is all the way down here. Another character named Nathan down here. Clint, he can't use magic. He busted up his wand, right? So we're all down here. But who's at the top, family? Ray's number 1. We're introduced to the number 2 and number 3. We don't know which is which in number 2 and number 3, but we only seen half of them really in this episode. Meriwether was this like the one we learned about the most in this episode in terms of the top three. So they're all stars, right? They're the cream of the crop. And Nathan is the one giving us this breakdown, because when Alicia fails her the exercise, he says, "Oh wow, like I'm glad I'm not the only one who doesn't really have a knack for this, who has to work very hard to gain any type of progress in this, right?" But unfortunately, family, like he doesn't take this failure well, and then he's kind of picked on. Well, somebody made a comment to the the twins ruined it, right? The twins went up. They tried to do the thing together. They blew up the lantern, so we can't even continue the exercise. For somebody said something to the twins. The twins mistook Nathan for saying that, so they're picking on him. Meriwether, she's like, "Hey y'all, stop picking on him, leave him alone." But then she says a side comment to him, like, "Hey man, you can't be at the bottom forever. Like you gotta pick it up." Okay, so I think Nathan here, family, I told you I was not gonna get to everything. I think Nathan is an example of other students that are gonna make the same mistake. So Nathan, he takes the failure hard, right? And he's stressed because he knows that your standing at the school, and that's what he's telling Clint and Alicia, your standing at the school is directly tied to your magic ability. So he's stressing about being on the bottom. He goes to a higher up in the school. This is also an Elson person, also has a fake name, right? So watch out. But so they apparently do something to give him a crest, okay? And we know crest magic is the highest magic. In that family, he turns into a beast. Now, this is I didn't fully understand this, but here's what happened. He goes and sees this Elson higher up, I mean, and they're like in a priest garb, right? I forgot the name though. And then Nathan doesn't show up to class the next day. So Alicia is like, "Where's Nathan at?" And Mary overhears Alicia saying that she's worried about him. What do? They go check on him at his dorm. He is not there. They're about to leave. They knock. He doesn't answer. He's not there. They're about to leave. Alicia says, "Hold on, I smell blood." She kicks the door in. It's blood all throughout the room. And so we're like, this isn't in Nathan's character or nature. But there's animal remnants strewn across the room, right? And Alicia she's like, "Oh, this is like fur from a bigger beast." It turned out to be Nathan, but we don't know that. Alicia, because she's such a hero, and Alicia's such a cool character, she dives right into action. She's looking for him. Meriwether, she's taking a little slower approach because Alicia just jumped out of the second floor window, right? Not everybody's gonna do that. So she's already like telling on ourselves, and we're exposing ourselves a little bit in that, but we got hero work to do. Long story short, family, something happened. Well, we fight Nathan. He's a beast. It's Alicia and the twins. That's not enough to defeat him, though. And we see Nathan's going in between a parallel world. He views the twins and Alicia as like zombies, and he doesn't even realize he himself is a dark beast. Meriwether shows up and she defeats Nathan. And she tells us, "Pay attention, guys. This is what happens when someone tries to do crest magic and they're not ready." She says, most of the time, when a human turns into a dark beast and they're slain, they're just registered as being slain by the dark beast. It is not necessarily the case that that person who turned into a dark beast returns to being human like Nathan did. Okay? And that was the end of the episode. I told you I wasn't going to fit everything in, but I tried my best. That was the end of the episode, family. But I think the important part here is that somebody else is going to make the same mistake. Nathan is just foreshadowing somebody else is going to make the same mistake, and it's going to be way more intense because he was on the bottom of the pole, right? So what happens if we get somebody in the middle of the pack, or someone who's resentful of Ray or Mary, right, being at the top? Okay, I got to leave it there, family. I could not fit it in. All praise is due to the Most High. Clevatess is back in its peak, man. Peace and love.